Do you ever think you were doing something nice for someone, only later to find out that they really resented you for it? I know I have. And it's not a fun feeling, especially when your intent was just to do something nice. Well, YouTube has a way of letting you know very quickly whether it likes or whether the people that come and watch the videos like what you're doing and how you're doing it. So if there was ever a place that'll put a person in their place and remind them of where they come from, it's YouTube. You got to have thick skin to be a creator on YouTube. But that's okay. My father raised me to have thick skin. In fact, he told me, he said, life is basically one tragedy after another. And if you live your life correctly, in between those tragedies, you'll have moments of great joy, but they will seem like a brief moment, and the next tragedy will seem like years. And then you'll have another brief moment of bliss. Luckily, I've had more years, I believe, I have more years of bliss than I have tragedy. In some ways, I've never had tragedy in my life. In other ways, I've had tragedy. So, but that's besides the point. It's not my point. When you try to do something nice, and your intent is to just do something nice, it does feel like a kick in the gut when somebody comes back and kind of calls you on it. But that's how we learn, and that's how we grow, and that's how we get better. And really, life is too short to be too focused on the negative. And that kind of brings me to the next subject, which was the motivation behind what I was doing. Everyone has a problem. Even the people that you think are the most motivated people, they get up some mornings and they think, I just can't do it today. I just can't get it up and go be the cheerleader today. But by the time they get out of the shower and they brush their teeth, they realize that something that I learned, and I don't even know where I got it from anymore. I believe it was Dennis Waitley, one of his books. If it's to be, it's up to me. So that's a real simple statement. But if you understand that if it's to be, it's up to me, that simply means that you have to motivate yourself. You have to turn the wheels that get the motivation going. And my father was a master at it. When I was a teenager and I didn't want to get out of bed and go help him on Saturday, he owned his own business. He came in to wake me up. And I don't want to go. I want to sleep in. Okay, fine. But you won't have any money to take your girlfriend out on Friday night if you don't go to work right now. Oh. I got up and went to work because I had a girlfriend. I had a car. I had bills to pay. Yes, I was 16, but I had my own car insurance to pay. My car was paid off, thankfully, but I needed money, and he knew I needed money. So he motivated me by paying me to work with him, so I got the money I needed for the things I wanted. That's how life works, folks. If you don't get up and get out and get going, you don't get the paycheck. I think that's what much of the younger generation have missed. You have to get up and get going. And it begins with motivation. And motivation is something that comes from inside of us. I cannot motivate you. I can't motivate anybody half the time. I can't motivate me anymore. But I do. I get up, I get going, work past whatever's going on in my head, and I try to motivate myself to be better and do better. And Zig Ziglar said, motivation when people complain about motivation, they say, well, you have to do it every day. And Zig Ziglar said, motivation is a lot like bathing. We really appreciate it when you do it every day for the same reason. Because one, you stink. And if you don't get yourself up and get motivated to do something positive, now mentally, you're a stinker. So you gotta get up, get motivated, get showered, and get to work. And work can be anything. I retired 3 years ago. And for me, work some days is just getting out to my studio and figuring out what I want to say and what I want to do. I've been very blessed. The last 27 years, my wife, she knows how to save those pennies. And if you take care of your pennies, the dollars follow. I wouldn't be retired right now if it wasn't for her. Sometimes I think maybe she wishes I was still at work and not under her feet all the time. But she's glad I'm here, and I'm glad to be here. But if you motivate yourself, and that's the only person, remember, you're the only one that can motivate you. No matter what I put up here, no matter what anybody on YouTube tells you, no one can motivate you except you. We can share stories, we can share tips, but you have to do the hard work. And sometimes it's very hard work. But that's what I wanted to come tell you today. I'm going to be providing more videos that have probably less to do with you should do this and more to do with here's some ideas if you decide that you want to do it. Because my intent was never to tell you what to do, only present you with ideas, tips, and advice that could assist you once you become motivated and want to do it. And so that's the stand I'm going to take from here on out. So everyone, I want everyone to know I'm here to assist, but not tell you what to do. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, hit that like and share button. There'll be another video popping up right over there. And according to YouTube, you're going to love it. See you in the next one. Bye now.